In the beginning there was only Eru Iluvatar, the One. To bring forth his great design, he created the Ainur, divine spirits born from his thought. He proposed to them a theme, a great music to shape the very fabric of existence. The Ainur sang, their voices weaving a symphony of creation, but one among them, Melkor, the mightiest of the Ainur, grew proud and impatient. He introduced his own discordant themes into the music, a harsh counter-melody of ambition and chaos that forever marred the song. From this discord, evil entered the world, a shadow that would stretch across the ages. This was the Ainulindala, the music of the Ainur, and the first note in the long, sorrowful history of Arda. Descending into the new world, the Valar, the greatest of the Ainur, began to shape Arda according to Iluvatar's vision. They created two great lamps to illuminate the world. But Melkor, now called Morgoth, cast them down, plunging Arda into twilight. The Valar retreated to the continent of Aman, establishing the blessed realm of Valinor. There they created the two trees, Telperion and Laurelin, which bathed the land in a living, ethereal light. In this time of twilight, the elves, the firstborn of Iluvatar, awoke by the shores of Cuiviénen. Many were drawn to Valinor, where the Noldorin elf Fëanor, greatest of their craftsmen, captured the light of the two trees within three perfect gems, the Silmarils. But Morgoth's malice was not spent. Allied with the primordial spider Ungoliant, he attacked Valinor, destroyed the trees, and stole the Silmarils, plunging the blessed realm into darkness before fleeing to his fortress of Angband in Middle-earth. Driven by grief and a terrible, unbreakable oath to reclaim the jewels, Fëanor led a great host of the Noldor elves back to Middle-earth, beginning the long and bloody First Age. This was an era of epic wars as the elves, joined by the newly awakened men, waged a desperate struggle against Morgoth's legions of orcs, balrogs, and dragons. The land of Beleriand became a stage for great heroism and profound tragedy, with legendary tales like the quest of the mortal Baron and the elven princess Luthien to reclaim a Silmaril, and the sorrowful fate of the human hero Turin Turambar. For centuries the war raged until the very world seemed on the brink of ruin. The age culminated in the cataclysmic War of Wrath, where the Valar and the hosts of Valinor finally intervened, overthrowing Morgoth and casting him out into the timeless void. With Morgoth defeated, the Second Age began, a time of rebuilding and false peace. The great island kingdom of Numenor was raised from the sea as a reward for the men who had fought against Morgoth. For centuries, the Númenóreans prospered, becoming the most powerful mariners and rulers of men. However, Morgoth's chief lieutenant Sauron endured. In the land of Mordor, he secretly forged the Rings of Power, distributing them to elves, dwarves, and men to ensnare them. In the fires of Mount Doom, he created his masterwork, the One Ring, into which he poured his malice and his will to dominate all life. Sauron's influence eventually reached Numenor, where he corrupted the king and its people, turning them against the Valar. Their pride led to their downfall as Iluvatar sank their island beneath the waves. The age ended with the War of the Last Alliance, where an army of elves and the surviving men of Numenor marched against Mordor, defeating Sauron and cutting the One Ring from his hand. Though Sauron was vanquished, the ring itself was not destroyed. Its evil endured, passing into the shadows of history at the start of the Third Age. For over 2,000 years, the ring was lost, until it was found by the creature Gollum, who kept it hidden for centuries. It was then found by the hobbit Bilbo Baggins, who brought it back to the peaceful lands of the Shire. This set in motion the final act of the great struggle. Bilbo's nephew, Frodo Baggins, was tasked with the impossible quest to take the ring back to Mordor and destroy it in the fires of Mount Doom where it was forged. This perilous journey, chronicled in the events of The Lord of the Rings, drew all the free peoples of Middle-earth into a final, desperate conflict against the resurgent Sauron. Ultimately, Frodo's quest succeeded, the One Ring was unmade, and Sauron's power was broken forever.